I remember there was this one story I saw on Bleacher Report where Darrell Reeves was talking about how they were negotiating with the Patriots, and he said Belichick said, "Well, Tom's making 16, or something like Tom's making 14," and he was like, "Okay, well," and he's like, and basically, no one on the team is gonna make more than Tom. You know what I mean? He's the fucking reason why we're winning. So it's like that's always a bargaining chip, and Tom Brady always understood that, and that's why he's got 7 fucking rings, because he took less, and he'll always take less. And even this year, he took less. $25 million. Fucking people are spitting on that $25 million. Fucking Jordan Love got $26 million guaranteed, and he's never done a damn thing. So it's like, I don't know, man. I just feel like Rodgers, that's going to be his Achilles heel, man. That greed, or whatever you want to call it.
I think that quarterbacks should just have just be separate. They shouldn't be in that salary cap section or have a separate section for quarterbacks. Because, I mean, quarterback salary is just going to grow and grow and grow, and they're going to grow faster than the salary cap is going to grow. Yeah. And, I mean, a lot of teams now, I mean, look at the Cowboys. They paid a crap ton of money for Dak Prescott.
A guy who's not really a top 10 guy. He's fringe, though. He's a fringe guy. I just think that Dak needs everything else around him to be really solid. Like, I don't think he could ever do what Rodgers did in 2011, or what he did really kind of did mostly through his Mike McCarthy tenure, which is most of it. Is like he really carried that team. Like, honestly, when you look back at it, like they had that defense for a couple of years, like 2-3 years with Woodson and the boys, but like Rodgers, he carried that team, man.
Yeah,
and I don't want to discredit any of that, but to me, now he has a better team, and he hasn't been able to do as much with the better team, if you ask me. So it's just kind of head scratching, and that's why I don't know. I've just kind of just give him a little extra, because when he was carrying this team, everybody was okay with giving him the extra accolades and the extra adulation. So, but when this team doesn't get it done, to me, like, you gotta be able to stand in the face of adversity, man, and that's what it comes with. And when you're paying a dude that much fucking money, I feel like that comes with the price. That you pay the price to pay the cost, as they say, to be the boss. And this motherfucker wants to be the boss, so like it comes with a lot. It doesn't just come with millions of dollars. And I know he gets millions of dollars from other places, but I agree that eventually this quarterback situation is going to get out of control, and they have to figure out something. I think that, honestly, it should all go to a performance base. I feel like it could go to performance base, like a structure, like you have to, everybody kind of gets from the same pool, because eventually, like, even with the quarterback having their own separate cap space, like, how much is that going to be? How do you keep it separate? Does that mean, does the whole league now agree that a certain part of the revenue will just be siphoned off for quarterback, contracts or something? Like, how would you separate the cap for quarterbacks? I think it's going to just come down to like, man, these are the benchmarks. Boom, boom, boom. You know what I'm saying? All pro. Everybody who reaches all pro status, you get this. We already have basically a strict sort of criteria. You need to tweak it a little bit here and there to make it like a fucking a damn doctrine. Like, this is what an all-pro is. These numbers, these metrics, we've kind of calculated all the all-pro seasons ever for each position, and this is what it came down to. You reach that benchmark, you reach that pay period, that pay class. This year, you have an all-pro year. You had 2 back-to-back all-pro years. Back-to-back years, you made top X amount of dollars or whatever, you know what I'm saying, because you reached it. Next year, you fall off, you don't get it, you know what I'm saying? I'm only playing for what I'm getting. Right. You know what I mean? I don't want to pay honestly, I feel like we lost 4 years with Rodgers. Yeah, we paid him kind of for the years when he was getting dirt cheap money, and he won a Super Bowl on his fucking rookie deal, and we're kind of paying back for that. But it's like, dog, since like 16, we ain't really got, like this year was like really kind of okay. We got that $40 million money again, again. But the last couple of years, I feel like we was getting like $21.2 million man. So I'm just saying he could recoup some of that. We need to recoup some of that shit, because he wasn't playing to that level to me, and that's why I think it should be based on how well you play every fucking year. Everybody, now if you get hurt, I think there should be some sort of insurance or some sort of base minimum, you know what I'm saying? If you get hurt or you miss X amount of years, the insurance will cover this amount, or you can if you miss 80% of the games because of injury, then you'll get a base whatever $20 million for that year, which will we figure that out based on some other fucking metric that they got 20 inputs of, and honestly that's what it should be. I mean, I want to know, what do you think about that? Like, because it's basically you just get what you pay for, basically.
Yeah. I mean, well, and a lot of newer contracts have incentive based stuff, you know. So and actually a lot of trades now with picks are having incentive based stuff. And I mean, I think it's actually good for both parties because, you know, you'll have that base pay for the player. If you exceed your expectations, you know, you're going to get more. And then on the other hand, you're not going to have to pay as much if you're the team if they don't get whatever that incentive is. So, I mean, I think it works out for both teams.
And you want to pay. You know what I'm
right,
saying? Like,
exactly.
Wow, I want you to succeed. It'll be worth it for me. I feel like if everybody gets all their incentives and hits all their marks, we're going to pay a lot of fucking money out. But guess what? Probably win the Super Bowl. You know what I'm saying?
Right, exactly.
Like, so it's
because I mean, if you keep getting that, I mean, it's going to be good for both parties.
Then
There's no reason not to.
Then you have to look at the coach or look at somebody. Someone has to blame. Someone is to blame. If we got all this stuff going on and we still can't get there, somebody is to blame. And I feel like just putting certain things in place will help you sort of identify and eliminate whatever the issue is.
Puda, you the GOAT, boy.